Boys, it's been a while since we have talked about CarX Street, and we finally have some big news regarding to the PC version. Also, I've seen in your comments as well, some of you think that the game has been released on PC already. Some of you are just asking if there's any new updates. Today we'll cover all that, don't you worry. So anyway, just a few days ago, we got the news from CarX Street Pro that they are working on the multiplayer aspect in CarX Street PC. This is huge because I honestly thought they already gave up on the PC version. Not gonna lie. Because as you guys know, CarX did announce multiple delays to the PC version of the game, and they also removed the PC release date from the Steam page as well. They changed it to coming soon, but that little update confirmed they are working on the game, which is good. Now, what was very confusing for me is that couple of months ago, they also started working on a new game called CarX Street, which is a new mobile game. But why did they start with another mobile game when the PC version that was promised us is getting delays left and right? That part is confusing to me. It's just mind-baffling because both the mobile and the PC version of CarX Street still have a lot of work needed. But Carx Technologies is now busy developing another game, CarX Street. Now, that being said, CarX Street has some interesting features that do stand out. The game will support crash damage. If you crash into a barrier or into other cars, your car will get visual damage. That is kind of sick. So maybe they will use that technology in the CarX Street PC version as well. I'm hoping. So clearly the team has some extra time on their hands, right, to pour into new projects, but not enough time to meet the deadlines they have set or fix the issues surrounding their existing games. Is that normal? I don't know. Let me know what you think about the new CarX Street mobile game. For me, it seems like the PC version has a really low priority for them, sadly. But I do think I know the fact why they started developing CarX Street. The sad reality, boys, is that mobile games are just more profitable than PC games. So their full focus is on mobile games right now. So they're definitely gonna just pump out more of those just for profits. At the end of the day, they are a business. Their main goal is to generate money, and the more the better. Now, you guys are aware that CarX Street has officially released on mobile. However, the mobile CarX Street release came with its own disappointments as well. iOS was the first mobile platform to receive full release of CarX Street, and obviously Android users were quite triggered, quite mad, okay? Fun fact, over 80% of mobile phones have Android operating systems on them. Apple iOS only makes around 17%. So why did CarX Street choose to release the game on iOS first? It's probably easier to publish games on the iOS platform. Maybe less app restrictions, I don't know for sure. Although I don't understand, why would you release a game if it's not ready for all platforms anyway? It's way too early, dude. Not to mention the fact the Android version was eventually released 8 months later after receiving many of its own delays. The game then had compatibility issues with Samsung mobile devices. Now, there's a lot of comments in Facebook that complain that their Samsung is not able to run the game, or it's just laggy as quack. This in itself is just crazy to think about because Samsung alone makes up around 15% of all smartphone users. That's a lot of users. Now imagine, guys, being an Android user, being hyped up about CarX Street for years, and when it's finally available on the App Store after months of waiting, it's not compatible with your Android phone. Big F, right? You can see how people can get frustrated about that. Personally, not gonna lie, never cared about the mobile version. All I wanted was the PC version that was promised to us. Anyway, Samsung compatibility issue has finally been fixed, but Samsung users, as well as Android users in general, are still complaining about the unplayable lag, the bugs, and the crashes in the CarX Street. What is happening? I know the project was big, but it just seems like they just skipped the whole testing part. Now, CarX Street has yet to solve these problems, but we do know that they are working on fixing them, okay? If we're honest here, CarX during these past recent years has had a habit of disappointing and frustrating their fan base with the careless release dates, all kinds of delays, right? But guys, I'm not bashing on CarX with no reason. CarX was my main game for years. I want CarX to push harder. I want CarX to succeed. So the fact that we see more and more unfinished games being released and more focus on mobile games is not just a CarX problem. I'm sorry to say this, but it is simply the gaming industry changing. Back in the day, when you bought a game, it was a full complete game. Nowadays, we get these early alpha, beta versions filled with DLCs, bugs, NFTs. The times are changing. Also, I've noticed something. The bigger CarX gets, the slower everything gets done. Like back in the day when CarX was smaller, things got done way faster. So many updates. I guess CarX has like reached a state where there's like so many employees, so much management that development just gets slowed down, which is not a bad thing. It allows for bigger projects, but we are required to have way more patience. Unfortunately, we still don't have the release date for the PC version of CarX Street, even though they are now working on the multiplayer support for the PC version. The last update before that was that they finished like the alpha version of CarX Street, but we never got any proof of that. But at least now we have proof. Now, dear mobile CarX Street users, the latest news is that they are working on the update 0.9.2, which will give you new features such as controller support, FPS unlock option, which for now is only available for iOS devices. Don't ask me why. New kinds of races such as free drift, so they're already expanding the content. That's great. Updated tuning and styling shops. A new car is coming and a new club as well. Bravo! Now guys, according to CarX, their biggest update for CarX Mobile will be 1.0.0, so version 1, which is coming soon, and it promises to bring a huge number of new content and features into the game. So that's gonna be worth the wait. I'm not exactly sure what those features will be, since the development team has not given any specific details about it, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm pretty sure that after the version 1 of CarX Street Mobile, they will start focusing on the PC version more. Because for those of us who aren't looking to play CarX Street on mobile, the update version 1 will give us a very good idea what we can expect on the PC version as well, because these two versions are very similar to each other. Another new update that is coming on CarX Street, they are working on a new location called the Mountain District. It is not clear when it will be available, probably on the version 1, but it is good to see that they are already expanding the map. New areas, always good. I know it sounds like I've been giving CarX a lot of hate as well, but listen, give credit where credit is due. CarX has always had a good reputation for keeping their community updated. Even though sometimes those updates may disappoint some fans, they are still asking the community for feedback almost every step of the way, which I think is one of the main reasons why they stand out a lot from their competitors, and why they also have such a loyal and devoted fan base. Not gonna lie, they really haven't responded to any of my messages in a couple of months now, but I just assumed that they're just extremely busy, so that's fine. But for the love of geese, give us the PC version already. I'm getting old. I will have grandchildren by the time I get to play this game on PC. GTA 6 will release before we get to play CarX Street. People will be living on Mars before the release of CarX Street PC. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave your comments down below as well. I would love to hear your opinion. Drop the like, subscribe, and as always, stay sideways.